Hello, Aries. Welcome to She-ruhz Tarot. Today's read is a general read for the collective of Aries. That means anybody that has Aries anywhere in their chart, this message is meant for you. May not necessarily be your message. It might be a message for the person sitting next to you that has Aries in their chart, but do know that my intent is to get this message directed to you personally. Okay, I'm not going to do my full-blown spiel that I normally do because, as you can see for the headliner, it is prepping for 2022. In other words, this is a summary of each month throughout the year so that we can give you a heads up and a guideline of what to look forward to for each month. Quite literally, it is an overall summary of what that month brings. So I definitely encourage you to either write all this down in a journal, take notes, hit favorites for this, whatever you feel is most important and works for you, to go back and look and see if there's a pattern of this occurring for each month that it actually is occurring. And if that's the case, then it definitely is your read. And so that will give you a forbearance of what to look to for each month coming. And then that gives you the aforementioned information provided, so then you can make the judgment call of whether or not you wish to move forward on the same path that the cards state that Spirit has brought forth in the cards, or you can choose to alter it by choosing another path. It's all your decision and it's all what you wish to do. The path may be good and it works for you. The path may not, and you want to detour it and alter to another path. This information is here to give you that guidance. Now we will go ahead and do our normal monthly reads and weekly energies, etc. But this is your yearly to give you an overall view of the year to come. Okay, so before we begin, I would definitely like to ask Spirit to come forward and assist Aries in opening their eyes to see, their ears to hear, their heart to feel, and their intuition to discern the message that they are about to receive. Okay, so for the overall energy, we have the Seven of Cups. It's in the very center. So there's going to be a lot of options, maybe some confusion due to the options coming forward, but you will need to make a decision in regards to that, but always be aware of the options that are provided. Some of them may look great, but are the devil in disguise. So information and all that is always best, but that is the overall energy. There will be options placed before you, and they may cause some confusion, but a decision will need to be made. Okay. Please forgive me if you can hear me doing a lot of swallowing or whatever. I just ate a cookie, and I'm like, I need to drink something, so pardon me. Much better. All right. So for January, we're going to pull these up because you have multiple cards there. For January, you have you're going to be planting some seeds and working on building something solid and stable, something new. But there's going to be a little conflict, and you're going to try to figure out in which direction to move towards. For others, it can be a conflict with a fire element, somebody that moves into your life really fast, that you're wanting to actually build something stable with, but they are in and out of your life. So apply that where it's appropriate. So there is two stories to these cards. I'm going to do some clarification. For some of these cards, if they do need clarification, I will turn them upside down so that we can go back and clarify them later, just so you can be aware. But I kind of want to do a fine tune on this. So I am going to do a clarification on that to see which direction spirits we're really wishing for it to go. All right, so February, we have the Nine of Wands and the Moon. Oh my goodness, there's another clarification for you there, Aries. So you're going to be feeling pretty beat down, and you're as an Aries, you normally do continue to pursue and press through situations that are pretty tough and hard because that's who you are. You continue to push through, even though situations that seem almost impossible or all, truly to the majority of society, they are impossible. You manage to always push through them. Um, but there's going to be something that is going to possibly be blocking your path and you don't see it coming. So I'm going to do a clarification on that as well because of the moon. I almost always do a clarification on the moon because the moon is secrets. It's things that are hidden. And if I can get Spirit to open up and give us a little further information, then I'm going to go for it. Not always does it work, but I'm going to do my best here, especially since it's a general read for the collective. So, and a summary of the year. So kind of makes it even more exciting. All right, so for March, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Again, we're coming back to the sevens here. And with it being the Pentacles, you're evaluating, you're watching a situation, and you're trying to decide whether or not it's even worth your time of putting in the effort. For April, these fell out completely separate like that. So you definitely have came out of stagnation, having stopped to look at an entire picture, to see what's all involved in it, what's involved in the entirety of it. And you are then going to leave the past behind, and you're going to walk away and move towards your Two of Cups, which is much more beneficial for you. So you've gained some enlightenment of what to do and how to manage that. And I'm being told those two are tied in together. So then we have May. And for May, you're going to be standing your ground, possibly becoming a little too defensive, not allowing to let anybody in, but you're definitely standing your ground and not being bullied around. But there is a call for needing to go within yourself to see what's really needing to be done. Because sometimes we stand our ground over something and it's not always the best thing, or sometimes it may be misguided. And it can also, for the other parties, for another individual, it can be involving an earth element. This is Virgo in particular. Can be involving another energy, another individual that you're standing your ground against and being guarded in regards to. So apply that where it's appropriate for May. So for June, these all fell out separate. So wanting to create a new life, whether it be have a child or just building a new life from something that was old, that wasn't working for you, to create something new, because we're always creating something new in our lives. And let's say, for instance, and this is only an example to give you the best, for creating a new life is you're a young individual and you've lived with your mom and dad all your life. That's the life you've known, right? And now you're going to go away to college because college season is coming up. And that is starting a new life for you, because you will be, for some that go live in a dorm, that's you packing up and you're going to create a new life elsewhere. And when you come back home after you've graduated from college, that life will never ever be there again. It will be altered from the fact that you were in college and you were living a life there in the dorm, and you come back home. It will always be altered. You can never go back to what it was before that. So that is creating a new life, and that's a prime example of that. And you're wanting to find balance and harmony, which obviously, yes, when you're creating a new life, you want it to be peaceful and harmonious. And so you're trying to figure out the best way to do it. You're watching, you're learning, you're observing the best opportunity, the best way to go about doing that. Yes, I was just told it is tied into the Hermit here. going within yourself, standing your ground, going within yourself to see which direction to go, what's best to do, what to stand for, what to stand against. So those are tied together here. And then we have July, and it's the Four of Wands. So it's stability, it's commitment. It is your family life that is supportive. So July will be a very strong month for you, very supported, a very strong foundation. August, we have Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So we're not putting forth any effort in something. We're just, it's not worth my time. Instead of evaluating the situation, you've absolutely decided it's not even worth my time. I'm not going to put forth any effort into something. I kind of want to do a clarification if I can to find out what that might be in regards to. Now we've got September, and for September, we've got the Six of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles. So we recognize that there is some very slow movement forward here. Moving very slowly, very cautiously, being very methodical about our decisions and what we're doing. October, we have the Hierophant. So a divine acknowledgement, a divine message coming through, an understanding being received, and a commitment coming from this understanding. Well, I kind of want to do another one on that one too. I'm wanting to be really nosy on you. Everybody else has been pretty clear, but Aries, you're really throwing a topsy-turvy up in here. So for November, we have the Eight of Wands, and that's in reverse as well. So basically a huge delay. We're going reverse in our movement. So instead of moving swiftly forward, we are coming to a screeching halt in this. So there is no forward movement. There's stalling out occurring in November, whether it's due to the holiday seasons or to the decisions that you're making. But there's definitely no movement occurring in November. And then in December, we have the Five of Swords. And so this can be quite the determination and decision due to a conflict that had occurred. We are very determined in our decision, and come hell or high water, it's going to happen. It will be achieved. So, and the curious thing is that's not the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords would be like evaluating a situation. So Five of Swords, you can then take action and be very determined in it. Your year is going to be an interesting one for you. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Wands. So there is a new path being created for you. But it is going to involve you using a lot of your intuition and your gut decisions. And you're going to have to do them quickly, because it can cause trauma and damage, and things can just kind of blow up in your face. And all right, let's do some clarification here and see what we can find out. So first off, we have January. All right, so I'm really more curious about this Five of Wands and Knight of Wands. Please clarify January 2022 for Aries. Please clarify. Thank you. Tower. Well, obviously. Okay. Definitely a tower. So we're moving swiftly towards this conflict. While you're trying to build this, a conflict is going to come in very fast. Okay. All right. It's going to come out of nowhere, basically. Blindside you is what I was just told. All right, so let's clarify this moon. Yeah, see, Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. It's going to come in very fast. Very, very fast. Please clarify the moon for February 2022 for Aries, please. Please clarify the moon for February 2022 for Aries, please. Thank you. Okay, we'll set those aside. It's on its side, Seven of Swords. Okay, so there will be a call for you to be aware that there may be some deception occurring, and be very cautious in your decisions. Look at all the paths that are set. Look at everything that's in front of you. Review what's occurred so you can then move towards choosing the best direction to go forward. But be quiet about it, because again, keep in mind that there may be some deception in the makes. We have the Five of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and Page of Pentacles. So yeah, there may be some insecurity, and you're not able to quite make a full decision on what to do, on how to begin fresh and new, and how to kind of clear the path to start something fresh and new. That's why you need to be very quiet and just sit and it really should be, if you ask me, Spirit, throwing down the Page of Swords, but maybe, with the Page of Swords here, and maybe the Page of Swords is being used for something else later, but it's really looking at the whole picture and learning what direction to go, because the Page of Pentacles is learning how to build a foundation, how to start fresh, how to begin new, but you're not really secure in your own way. You're feeling shaken and not able to clearly make a decision in regards to that. So February is going to involve a lot of, because of this Tower coming, you're going to have to basically regroup. Okay, so please clarify, coming down here to August, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, 2022, please, for Aries. Please clarify the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, August 2022, for Aries, please. Oh, there we go. Three of Pentacles. So you want cooperation, so that things will work out. I just was told indifference. There's an indifference occurring in regards to this. And yeah, a cooperation, a collaboration, so that balance can be found in regards to that. That's what it's in regard to. That's why you're kind of not putting forth the effort, because you need the Six of Pentacles in there. You need an equal give and take here. Three of Swords. Facing a painful truth about something from the past or someone from the past. Five of Wands. There's conflict that's moving swiftly towards somebody that's financially and independently and single. In regards to the foundation that's solid and permanent. That was a little side message there I was drawn to. Okay, so here we have October for the Hierophant. Okay, please clarify the Hierophant for October 2022 for Aries, please. Please clarify the Hierophant. Thank you. Eight of Cups. Moving towards what's better suited for you, the Two of Cups. Leaving that past behind, getting an acknowledgement and understanding that you need to move forward towards something that's more beneficial. But you stall out because you're conflicted. So this is, from here, you had stability, but then it became no effort being put forward. And so here we move towards recognition that it's very, very slow in movement. And there's an understanding that, the past just needs to be left behind, and we need to move towards something that's more beneficial. And yet we're hesitant in doing that in November. So yeah, making that solid decision to do that. But then in December, you may very well become very determined to go ahead and move forward. Basically making up your mind. The bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. So a soul bond, a soulmate, a twin, a very deep relationship. There's a decision that needs to be made in regards to that. And yeah, you as the Emperor recognize, you see that pain, you see the reality in regards to that. And so then you go within yourself how to start building something more solid and new and move on. Six of Swords. Move from the drama towards something better. All right, so let's see if we can get some messages for you in regards to this read. Messages for Aries for 2022, please. Messages for Aries 2022, please. Knight of Wands on its side. The message of the Knight of Wands on its side is somebody is working on being a player, or there is playing energy up in here. It's not full blown yet, but they're heading towards that. Whether it be you or the individual that you're dealing with here. But they're heading towards being a player. They move in and out of your life, which we come back up here was the Knight of Wands moving swiftly forward. So, because it can play two parts, but also heading towards the passion burning out as well. So the Ten of Cups, you're happily ever after. There's work is going to come crashing. It's going to be the Tower and the Swords. Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of work to attain that Ten of Cups, and it's just not going to work. And so as a mercenary, the Knight of Swords, you're going to move swiftly and cut away what doesn't serve, and then take some time to review the whole situation and take things on in a different view for the Hanged Man, because there is a sense of betrayal that's occurred, and it's definitely a painful ending that's occurring. Yeah. But a new life is going to come out of it. Here we go. There's the Empress right there again. Finding balance and learning how to do that. Okay, so that's your messages. How about some guidance on how to go about this, please? Guidance for Aries 2022, please. How to go about achieving balance and harmony and being successful for 2022, please, for Aries. Oof. That is a lot. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Well, that's one way to do it. I thought there was only one, but apparently there's two. So we've got the Ten of Pentacles. It's almost in reverse. It's coming out. So you're heading towards renewing. So your Ten of Pentacles kind of went crashing on you. It's like the Tower. The Tower came in and just wiped everything out, right? But you're heading towards rebuilding that. Okay, so head towards rebuilding. Focus on rebuilding your Ten of Pentacles. And be very, I just heard the word be very vigilant. My apologies. I am not a big word person. I apologize. Be very vigilant in partnerships, going into contracts of any form, whether it be a relationship, business, etc. The Two of Cups, family, friends, anything. Be very logical as you step into them. Try to keep your emotions detached, because as an Aries, you're a very passionate individual. You throw all your heat into everything, all your passion, all your drive. And if you can remove that and be logical first in regards to that, then you can work on building that Ten of Pentacles and having it stay. Having it be truly your Ten of Pentacles, your forever after. Do what's right, move swiftly towards opportunities that are being presented to you. Okay, so that is your read for 2022. Let's have a look and see about the energies that are in here for you, huh, Aries? We're going to move these out of the way. Okay, we're going to put them right there. And then we're going to move that as well. What we have down on the ground, I'm only moving the non-major arcanas so I can see what else is in here. Okay, move that out of there too. All right, so we have Sagittarius in here, Libra, Taurus. Sagittarius has made a couple appearances. Virgo, as I told you earlier, Pisces, Scorpio, yourself, Aries. What do we have in here? Taurus. All right, that is the energies that are down on the ground as far as major arcana go. There's quite it's almost equal. It's a little over half. I'd say about 35-40% of your read is major arcana. So with that being said, the divine and the universe are on that path with you, and they are clearing those blocks that are in your path. However, there are still some decisions that you will need to be made. Seven of Cups, and to be very aware. Oh wow, we go full circle again. As I said in the very beginning about your overall energies, watch out for what's in those cups, because that cup, even though it looks like it's an angel, it's actually a devil in disguise. So be very careful about your decisions, and know that the divine and the universe are there. They're on that path with you, and they are trying to kick those blocks out of your path so that you can walk down it smoothly without tripping. But there are decisions that you have to make, which, such as, for if we use that path for the example, is you see two blocks in your way, I myself would ask, please divine, please universe, remove the largest block from my path so that I can step over the other one that's in my way that's not as big. Those kind of things that need to be applied and taken into consideration. But again, hit this under your favorites, or maybe you took notes and you jotted down in your journal of each month that is to come. Again, in Tuesday, I'm going to do my best to try to get the reads out, but most definitely Saturday, which is the 1st, is when I will be able to start putting them up on YouTube to be accessible, which is fine because that's the first day of the new year. So everybody's went out and partied and had themselves a good time, brought in the new year, and then they can kind of settle down and suffer from their hangovers if they have them, and review what's going to come for them in the 2022. Kind of an interesting situation, but all right. So I do look forward to see what Spirit has to bring for you in regards to what January will have for you. because again, we're going to go a little more in depth with each month like I normally do to see what January has to bring for you, a little more information to get you through. So if you see a pattern, please keep in mind that it definitely is your read, and it'll give you a heads up of what's to come for the next month and so on, and you can make decisions from there. All right, Aries, with all that babble that came out of my mouth, I pray that this has assisted you, and I do look forward to next week's reads. And until then, may all your decisions and choices be very, very blessed.